It was my junior year when I first heard about the Lost Hallway. It was one of those school legends that everyone had a version of, but no one could confirm. Some said it was built by mistake and forgotten about. Others said it wasn't on any of the official blueprints. The rumor was simple. There was a hallway near the science wing that shouldn't exist. You could only find it at night when the school was practically empty and it didn't show up during the day. I didn't believe it, but curiosity has a way of getting the better of you, especially when you're stuck after hours for a late project. That evening, the school was dead quiet. My footsteps echoed as I wandered past the familiar lockers and classrooms. Then, as I walked past the second floor near the science labs, I saw something strange. The hallway that should have led to the stairs didn't look right. It seemed longer, stretching into a part of the building I'd never seen before. The lights flickered weakly, as though they hadn't been used in years. I figured maybe it was just a maintenance section or something I'd never noticed. But the odd thing was, the closer I got, the colder it became. I could see my breath even though it was the middle of May. As I moved further down the hallway, the sounds of the school faded behind me. There were no doors, no windows, just this long, narrow corridor that seemed to lead nowhere. After what felt like forever, I reached the end. There was a door, plain and wooden with no handle. Scribbled across it were faint markings. But the one thing I could make out was a date. 1954. I stared at it, trying to figure out what it meant. But before I could look closer, I heard footsteps behind me, heavy and deliberate. I turned, but the hallway was empty. I didn't stick around to find out who or what was there. I ran back the way I came, heart pounding. When I finally reached the familiar part of the school again, the hallway looked normal, as though nothing had ever changed. The next day, I mentioned it to one of the older janitors. His face went pale when I described the door. "They bricked over that hallway years ago," he said quietly. "No one's supposed to be back there. The last time someone tried, they found a boy who'd gone missing in 1954, right behind that door.